Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're returning, if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have never watched one of my messages before, I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now all my messages on this channel are twin flame related. So if you've been guided to this channel, it could be because you are also a twin soul, because I am one myself. So hopefully you find the answers you're looking for here, but either way, you've been guided here for a reason, so there could be a message for you. So that's the way I look at it. So I begin all my messages the same way, by calling in heavenly ancestors, my spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance and protection throughout, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can I please ask you to surround my children, my dog, my home, and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can I also request, Archangel Michael, that whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home, and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude to you all. And so it is. Okay, now this is going to be, I used to do past, present, future energy readings all the time. I don't do them so much now, but tonight I'm going to have a little check into past lives, because there's a past life energy coming through here from a masculine who is letting you know, I remember we've done this before. We have done this before. Now, blue roses are very significant, and I know blue roses are very significant to me, which leads me on to my next topic now. Please feel free to skip to the reading. If you have been watching my channel for the last year and a half, some of you may already know what I'm about to talk about. It's about how I came to not only to do with my twin flame, but how I came to spiritually awaken in 1982, and my connection to roses and the rose lineage. And for those of you that have already heard that story, feel free to skip. For those of you that are interested, and especially for the ones who've been emailing me, the reason that's why I'm telling you all this, there's a reason for it. A few people have emailed me in the last week, so it must be because I've been talking more about the rose lineage on my last few readings. And a few have emailed me and said, how do you know? Like, how do you know? Like, I feel drawn to the whole lineage of the rose thing, but how do you know? So I'm going to give you just my quick version of how my understanding of it came about. I mean, I'm still learning about it, but I can tell you, as a child, like I've always, now this might resonate with some of you, as a child I've always had psychic abilities. I've always been able to see orbs, I've always been able to hear spirit, I've always been able to see spirit. And that happened to me as a child, which, as you can imagine, was quite terrifying. And I used to go and sleep on my mum and dad's bedroom floor at night because I couldn't sleep in the dark. I was too scared of the lights going out. Now when I look back, obviously there was nothing malevolent there. It was all beautiful energy, and they just wanted to be around me. And now I understand more about it, but as a child it was quite scary. But my first true connection with God came in 1982. After my second, I had a beautiful connection with nature and animals. You know, my mum had pictures of me sitting in my pram as a baby, and I had butterflies stuck to my head and all over my body, and it never stopped there. I had a fascination with animals. I used to go and feed the lambs, cuddle the lambs. I just had such a love for nature, and I lived on a croft, so there was always deers and foxes and even adders, since St. Patrick chased them out of Ireland and sent them all the way back to Scotland. So thanks for that, St. Patrick. But yes, so I was so used to nature, but I had a terrible allergy towards dogs, cats, anything with fur, rabbits, anything. But yeah, I couldn't stop. And it almost killed me in 1982 because I would take such a bad seizure and I couldn't breathe. And it would become so, like I used to have to be on nebulizers and things like that. And my mum would say to me, why do you always have to touch those dogs? We tell you it's going to kill you one of these days. And in 1982, when I was 7 years old, it almost did. And I remember being in the back of an ambulance with, my dad was there. And he was crying because, you know, I think at that point I was struggling to breathe. And I remember giving out one big long breath. And in that moment, as I gave out the big long breath, that's the last thing I remember, my dad crying and me giving out this big long breath. And I heard the people in the ambulance like panicking and bleepers going off and things, buzzers going off and things. And in that moment, I saw like a hand come out of a white light and it placed right here on my forehead. And I still remember it. It was this beautiful, warm feeling just went through my entire body. And that's the last thing I remember. I woke up in the hospital on my own, and it was a hospital that was a couple of hours away from the small village I grew up in. And I woke up and the nurse came over and she went, oh, you're awake. And she went, I'll phone your mum and dad and let them know. And I says, you know, how long have I been here? Like, how long? And I literally had been sleeping for 2 days. And they didn't know if I was going to wake up because I was literally sleeping. I slept for 48 hours. I hadn't eaten, nothing, hadn't woken up once. And to cut a long story short, my allergy to animals and nature was gone. And at that point, my connection deepened with God, with the angels, and so did my psychic abilities. But that meant my parents then worried more about me and started taking me to, so there is a point here I'm going to lead on to about the roses. So after that in 1982, I used to have dreams like my heart was a white rose. And I'd wake up and I'd look down, I'd be feeling my chest. Like, oh, my heart's gone, I've got a white rose there. And now that is how I connect through my meditation, especially with the unicorns and stuff, my heart chakra opens up like a white rose. And as a child, I used to wake up thinking my heart had been replaced with a white rose. And my connection to the crucifixion, I had a real strong obsession with Greek mythology and all the things. But white roses specifically to me was very important. And then blue roses, suddenly I remember seeing a blue rose once and I just couldn't get out of my mind, that image out of my mind. And even now, I wake up sometimes in the middle of the night and I've got a blue rose in my third eye. So blue and white roses have been very significant for me. So when I met my masculine, 11th of November 2021, in this lifetime, and as I said last night's message, time stood still. And you hear cheesy rom-coms talking about time standing still, and it literally did. And that's what activated me to this next stage of my spiritual journey. But my actual spiritual awakening, my psychic abilities and things like that came in as a child. So some of you might resonate with that, of having these psychic abilities and being able to see spirit and things, hear spirit, smell, you know, that clear sentient and clear, all these kind of different clear senses, because I used to sometimes smell a strong smell of vanilla or lavender and look around my room and go, where's that coming from? Things like that. Sometimes the smells weren't so nice. It could be like you know, body odor and stuff. But that was me as a child. So then to cut to now, after meeting my masculine, and I started, the more and more references started coming in about roses and things. And then obviously as my past life memories were coming in stronger and stronger and stronger, and my work with my guides and my ancestors and the angels, and even when I connect with Holy Spirit, it's a very powerful download. And then when I found out exactly who I was in past lives, it all made perfect sense. It all made perfect sense. Why I used to go and sit in the church and cry as a child, and as you've heard me say before, I used to look up at Jesus on the cross and just weep and not know why. And in that moment, Rosie's and the crucifixion was something really dear to me, but my family used to make fun of me for wanting to go to church. So there was a combination of things going on, but I always had a deep resonance with God, with Rosie's, and with like Greek mythology and stuff like that as well. So there's always a deep resonance there. And now obviously I know about my connections with Venus. That makes more sense. I channel, all my messages are channeled through the cosmic heart of Venus. So if you find my messages quite healing in a way and they make you feel at peace, then you could have connections to Venus, and in which case you could be connected to the lineage of the rose. And the reason why it's called, you know, the rose lineage is all about Venus, because when Venus orbits around the Earth, it creates like almost like a geometric shape that looks like a rose. So the rose lineage is not about being, I mean, myself included, trust me, I've tried to channel light language without moving my hands. It's not easy, because you're collecting the light codes and the blessings, and you're using this hand to move them around and push them towards where they're meant to go. You're moving energy. So that's why when people are channeling high priestesses and high priests and things, their hands will move around a lot. But first and foremost, excuse me, being part of the lineage of the rose, it's about unconditional love for yourself, for every other living thing, every other person, every other living thing. That means everything. You have to see and love everything just because it is, just because you can, without any condition. So, you know, you can't be someone who condones hunting animals or something, for instance, and say that you're part of the lineage of the rose, but it's okay to go into the woods and slaughter animals because they attack humans. They attack humans because humans kill them. So, you know, the lineage of the rose isn't just about all the hand gestures and the temple stuff and Isis and the Magdalens, and it's about unconditional love, compassion, and service to humanity, service to the universe. But it comes from a place of Venus and that unconditional love, first and foremost. So that's what I'm going to say. That's how you know. That's how you know. You feel a deep resonance with, first of all, you're really connected to the rose as a flower. You could have strong connections to sacred geometry. But first and foremost, you want to love everything and everyone without condition, because that is what part of the rose lineage is about. It's about it's the rose of Venus. That is where the rose lineage comes from. That's where it originates from. So yes, it's lovely, all the temple stuff, and you know, priestess of the temple and all the sacred stuff that comes with it. That is beautiful, but first and foremost, unconditional love. So don't be put off by thinking that, oh, I don't channel light language, I don't use divination tools, I don't, you know anything about high priestess temples and this, that, and the other. As long as you're giving out love, unconditional love, sending out those beautiful intentions, sending light and love and joy into the world, that is what being part of the rose lineage is all about. So I will reply to the emails individually, but that was just an overall kind of little piece of information about where I started to truly connect with roses when I went through my first major awakening after my near death as a child. That's when everything started to come in for me, and now I'm still piecing it together. I mean, I know who I was in past lives, and I now know who my sisterhood was and is still, and I'm feeling good because I'm calling in my tribe right now. I've got my tribe with me in meditation, and I've got my tribe coming in the 3D as well. So I'm good, and it's, you'll know, you know. You don't need to tell me. You don't need to email me to ask me. You feel it right here. Okay. So let's get into this now. I want to find out what this masculine knows or remembers from past lives. So let's do that. So I've already done my opening prayer of protection. Let's clear the energy. And yeah, so 15 minutes in. So I might put that in to the comments if I remember. For those of you, as I say, that know what brought me here already. 15. Okay. Right. So let's get a few. I'm only going to get a few past life cards. I just want a quick overall energy of what this masculine is remembering. I just split the deck on energetic realm, life between lives. So this is a card to say you guys have done something major, divinely guided, major in a past life together. This is like you have definitely been awakened in a past life. That's why this masculine could be remembering this. There's something you guys are definitely the life, because this card in this deck says that you have been awakened in a previous lifetime, that you know, it's starseed lineage, etc, etc. So you could have had connections to different star systems. Well, leadership. So you guys have been powerful leaders at some point in a past life, but awakened powerful leaders who were here for something to help to heal humanity in some way, to help create change in the world at a much needed time. Now this could have been in the 50s at one point. I feel, because I've had quite a few past life visions today where there was a lady running towards a man, and she had on like a really high neck dress, one of the ones that come right up here with little buttons there, and full sleeves and a long full skirt, and she ran towards a man and hugged him. Now I don't know what time period that would be. Very Little House on the Prairie energy I got, for those of you that remember Little House on the Prairie. Archangel Metatron, ancient wisdom and understanding. So this is twin flames here who have very strong connections to Archangel Metatron, which means you have strong connections with Egypt and the pyramids and that ancient wisdom and knowledge. Archangel Metatron could definitely be helping you open up to your memories right now, especially this masculine. You could be helping this masculine to go deep within their Akashic files. Career history, job and work patterns. So there's something here, you and this masculine are either doing something that you did in a past life, or this masculine is having to leave a career here to step into a leadership role, which he had to do in past lives. Now either this could be you guys didn't step properly into your leadership role in a past life, or this is just saying that you're repeating the pattern where you've had to leave your career. Now this career, I feel, because I'm seeing numbers, so maths, like algebra, chemical symbols, so physics, science, definitely chemical symbols like the periodic table and things like that I'm seeing. So there's something that your masculine did here in a past life that you're doing in this lifetime to do with maths, algebra, something like that. Periodic table, so science. So science is very important here. Imprisonment, persecution and judgment. Okay. So I'm just sitting and listening for a moment because I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to piece together the movements here. tradesman, some sort of, no, there was some sort of trade, betrayal. It was a trade, you know, like for example, saying like, if you let us into your actually kind of similar to the Trojan horse. They gave a gift of, if you remember it, they gave a gift of the Trojan horse, and it was filled with soldiers. That kind of thing. Like, this is like a goodwill gesture, some sort of trade, a goodwill trading gesture that got someone trapped, imprisoned, captured, enslaved in some way. Oh, that came out fast. Wealth and royalty. So you guys have definitely been leaders. Yeah, you were, feel like abundance and entitlement. Somebody could have taken your masculine's abundance here. There could have been some sort of reversal of fortune. You and this masculine definitely could have been like royalty or something like that. I feel like you guys were put in a position of power or leadership, and maybe you took someone at face value on a goodwill gesture, and something like that could have happened in this lifetime too. Yes, see, look at that. I was just saying that. Reversal of fortune, loss. And Archangel Archangel Raguel is all about justice and rebalancing the scales. So if you look, the scales are here. Something, you guys were put in a position of power in a past life, okay? So there's something here about someone has taken you or your masculine's abundance, your wealth, your fortune, and caused some sort of reversal of fortune. So this was some sort of karmic loop that either you or your masculine was stuck in. And Archangel Metatron now is bringing memories to this person to show them about who the betrayer was. And a betrayer who maybe trapped you or your person in a past life and took your abundance, took your destiny from you. Okay, give me one more and then I'm not going to stay too long in the past life part, but so service, bringing value to others. You and this person are definitely, you were betrayed in some way by people you trusted here, people you thought you were having some sort of fair trade with. They could have lied to you to get close to you or something. Or this has happened to your masculine, and it's caused some reversal of fortune. Something missing, intimacy or fertility issues. So there could be, this could have been something, you know, for example, like if you were a queen to this person in a past life, but something, abandonment and addictions, behavioural patterns. So it's not nice, but what I'm getting here is somebody could have taken your destiny here, Divine Feminine, by, you know, so for example, as I say, if you were this person's queen or you were their king, just reverse the roles if need be, and you couldn't produce an heir or something like that because maybe there was someone who was working against you, or you and your masculine having an heir or something like that. Your masculine could have abandoned you, you could have been imprisoned, something like that, but you were destined for some sort of leadership role here. Like I'm feeling like Esther energy coming through, but something, I'm not saying this is Esther, but I'm feeling Esther energy with the leadership, the queen and the king together, like a very powerful duo. But someone definitely could have stepped in here. So isolation. and education. So this was about learning a lesson. Your masculine had to learn some lesson here. This was a lesson that had to be learned. Lack of connection, lack of confidence. This person may have left you feeling very lonely, or your masculine ended up very, very lonely because of the choices they made, because of who they listened to. There was something here about an unfair trade or a hidden enemy who, like as I say, almost like the Trojan horse energy. So, shaman, personal power, strength and determination. So there is something here about you and your masculine here taking your power back, or your masculine taking their power back. See, servitude. I feel this could be for both of you. Divine feminine, you would have had to take your power back from a situation, and your masculine. But you're powerful shamans. Powerful shamans. Addiction, caretaker, warrior. Give me one more from here. Give me one more from here, please. Out of balance. Something was out of balance. Overworked, out of balance. This is 9 of Wands energy. So somebody could do, I mean, this is just making me think that something was out of balance here, especially with Archangel Raguel's card here. Something was unjust. Something was out of balance. I feel that you definitely see there's something here, passion and interest, hobbies, sports and favourite pastimes, and again, life between, I'm sorry, my oldest daughter messaging me, and there's something here, divine feminine, and I feel this is you. You were connected to this masculine, you were carrying out some sort of mission here, and something, it was like a hidden enemy or something like that got in the way. Yeah, relationship repeat and longing for love, loneliness and shift, release and repeat. So there was something here that, and if you look, there's 3 people in this card. A third person definitely got in between you and this masculine and broke this apart. Like I'm getting Empress and Emperor energy. So you could have been an Empress and an Emperor, a literal Empress and Emperor. But I feel there's definitely an energy of a hidden enemy here that took. Yeah, look, you were betrayed in some way. You were imprisoned, even though you were carrying out acts of service here to the world. You were, somebody was taken advantage of, either you or your masculine, probably both of you, in all honesty. So let's see. Give me a few more past life cards here till I see what this masculine is remembering. So it's possible now he's remembering who it was actually betrayed him, imprisoned, enslaved or captured. Something, a fake friend, a fake lover, something caused, something trapped your masculine. Because I'm feeling this is like, they could have stolen your, they could have stolen your fortune. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a huge big orb right here. A copycat could have stolen your inheritance, your destiny, and created some sort of loss of, you know, reversal of fortune for you. But I feel for your masculine as well. Your masculine was entrapped here. They were enslaved or captured in some way by some sort of toxic karmic energy who, so bone disease. So there's now most people who were imprisoned or enslaved or captured and starved to death or something like that in a past life, they have bone disease. They have, it's almost like if in a past life you spent a lot of time in prison or captured or in darkness, there was almost like you weren't getting enough vitamins. And it's so strange because everyone I do Akashic readings with, when the ailment cards come through, they all say we have got that ailment, and it's because you wouldn't think it, but your past lives affect your health in this lifetime, especially different starshade energies can carry different ailments as well. So, you know, there's different ailments come through from different star systems as well. But the bone disease is certainly to do with, like, you know, having rickets and lack of sunlight and things like that if you're imprisoned a lot in different past lives. So let's see. So this person could suffer from some sort of arthritis, osteoporosis, things like that. So look, wealthy life of luxury. So you and this person definitely had a wealthy life of luxury at some point, or you were supposed to live a wealthy life of luxury. And I feel in this lifetime, you still are entitled to a wealthy life of luxury. And that's why Archangel Raguel is trying to balance the scales. Oracle, seer, psychic gifts. So when I saw the life between realms, I definitely felt strong seer abilities and things. So you're definitely shaman energy with different seer abilities and connect with different realms. White magic and alchemy. So you are a white witch, or your masculine is, but you know, it's just you could both you know, be white magic alchemists. Let's see. Native American. I'm not surprised that came out as well, because I always feel whenever I get shaman energy, I feel that strong Native American energy coming through. Celtic origins too, so there's something about Celtic origins here. You could have connection to the Druids and things, or you know, any of the kind of Celtic tribes really. Mermaid of Mintaka. So you have strong connections to Mintaka. Now Mintaka obviously got destroyed, but that was part of Orion's belt. 144,000, part of the 144,000 chosen ones. Mayans, so you were part of the Mayan tribe at some point as well. Maybe you and this person were leaders of a tribe. You were definitely leaders, respected. So animal spirits and guides. So I was definitely feeling a strong connection to animals as well. And karmic love interest. So this is a karmic love interest. See, authority figures, great leaders. See, you were, I definitely feel you were both powerful leaders at some point, whether you were kings, queens, leaders of tribes. I definitely feel you were very respected, but there was a loss of power here. Always destined for a union in this lifetime. There was a loss of power here because either your masculine gave his power away to some sort of, you guys could have been white magic and you could have been dealing with other people who were dark workers. So there was something here, like you thought you could trust people and they took, for both of you, maybe you and your masculine trusted some of your, you know, your counsel or something like that, or like an advisor who's actually out to steal you and your masculine's goddess or god. So you and this masculine have god and goddess energy. Anything else from past lives here? I say I definitely feel that strong, and I'm actually using my first time using my Greek tarot deck. I spoke to someone in comments the other day because I said I've had it for 2 months. Now I still haven't, I like to read the book of all the cards I buy so I fully get to know them. So I haven't done that fully yet, but I'll use them anyway because there's definitely, I feel a Greek energy coming through. Oops. Artist, sculptor, very creative, and the British Isles. So Celtic energy, British Isles, very significant. Artist, sculptor, very creative. A couple more please, and I'm going to get some I'm going to get some overall energy. Ooh, rabbi. So someone has connections to being a rabbi, and married and in union in a past life, and high priest, high priestess. So look what's right behind that. Twin flames. So that you and this person were married in a previous lifetime. You might have already been in union in a previous lifetime as well, but something caused a reversal of fortune here, and I feel it's something that has to be broken. So king or queen fell out, and I just put it back in. Give me one more here please for this high priest and high priestess, king, queen, leaders. Mentioned in the Bible. Okay. So this is, there's a lot going on here. So this is quite a number of lifetimes I think we're picking up on here. God, goddess, mentioned in the Bible. Was royalty at some point, was part of the Mayan tribe. Seers, lovers separated by tragedy. So you guys were separated by something tragic here. Humanitarians and Samaritans. So you guys are definitely meant to be doing, you're on some sort of path towards helping others find redemption here. And I don't know, when I say that, it's for a reason. You're trying to help people find redemption. But there's someone or a group here you have to forgive. And I just split the deck on sex, magic and love spells. So this could have been what pulled you guys apart in a past life. As I say, you trusted someone. See that bone disease come out again. Minister, priest, monk or nun. So you could have been a religious leader at some point, or one of you could have been. Definitely a strong energy of animal spirits as well. So that powerful shaman energy. I'm going to pick up an overall energy on what's going on here with you guys. What time are we on? Okay. I'm not going to get, I'll pull a few tarot just because I want to choose my new deck. And I've got, because I was feeling a strong energy, obviously with the blue rose, I was getting that beautiful Lemurian energy coming through as well. So I feel you guys could definitely have a strong connection to Lemuria as well. Okay. But definitely blue roses. Because even now I'm sitting looking at my, I've got lots of little room sprays here. And every time I'm just staring at this blue the whole time and I'm thinking of roses. So there's definitely a beautiful energy of the blue rose coming through here. I'm just hearing you're captivating. This masculine finds your energy so captivating, and even more so now that they remember exactly who they were and who you are. Okay. Oh, sorry. Big burps. Yeah, I find you so captivating. This masculine has rushed through their ascension to be with you. Universal Christ, and there's that blue again. Universal Christ consciousness. This is your sovereignty. This is your connection to everything. You know, this is the key to everything. This is the key to everything. Like I can't specify this enough. I mean, I used to wonder why Archangel Metatron was constantly reiterating that to me. Christ consciousness, Christ consciousness, Christ consciousness. And this was like way back when I started to meditate and stuff a few years ago. And because I didn't want to start my channel until I fully understood the twin flame journey and why. And I was actually in a conversation with some people in comments, was it yesterday or the day before, I can't even remember. And one lady said, oh, there's other variants of twin flames. And I haven't replied to her yet, and I will reply to her, but I have heard on other channels about different variants of twin flames, and I don't know anything about it. That's why I do not talk about it. I will not talk about anything I have no knowledge about. I only talk about things I feel I have a small minuscule of knowledge about, and all my knowledge comes through from my guides and my ancestors, and obviously Archangel Metatron. But obviously my soul knows a lot of wisdom. My soul has millions of years worth of wisdom to share, and I'm still trying to catch up. But I did not want to start my channel until I fully understood my twin flame connection. So yeah, I'm aware that other readers talk about various twin flame connections, and I'm sure they exist. I'm not saying they don't exist, but me personally, I wanted to understand my twin flame connection. And the best way that was described to me was, it's like when a mother gives birth to twins, and they share the same birthday, they can finish each other's sentences and things like that. Very similar. You and your masculine soul are basically on the same frequency, and it is the matrix energy that creates this duality. And there's a really good documentary I need to find for you all, and it's actually someone from the planet Venus talking about how it all works. But it's duality that forces into yin, yang, shadow, light, you know, this feminine, masculine energy. But we are still on the same soul frequency. But the trick is to actually have the frequency within yourself without needing to be with your masculine physically. That is what healing on the twin flame journey is all about. You know, healing that separation that the 3D forces us to feel like we're separate. Like we are separate from our shadow, we are separate from our masculine energy, which is not true. We have it within us all the time. And when you heal that separation, and obviously it's not a physical separation, you're just healing the separation consciousness, and understand that you carry that frequency all on your own. That is when your twin flame connection changes. That is when, if you choose to be with your masculine, that's when that can happen. But you have to have that frequency within. You have to have healed that separation consciousness. And this all starts by your connection to the Christ consciousness, which is your connection to God. It is your connection to the Creator. So that is, we've all been created through the Christ consciousness. So when you tap back into that Christ consciousness, that unconditional love, that opening up your heart to unconditional love and loving all things. And I mean, it's I remember my dad saying years ago, oh, that's these hippies going about loving everyone and loving everything. And if he was alive now, he'd probably be saying, she's become a hippie. She's become one of these hippies. But no, I jest because I know he's very proud of all I've done. But there's the masculines here are also understanding that, which is huge. And I went off on a big tangent there seeing that card, and I don't normally have such an impact when I see that card, but it's for a reason, clearly. Oh my goodness. The resurrection, a relationship or a bond is about to be restored. One that is going to change your life completely. It's a time to be grateful. A time to show gratitude here more than ever before. Probably to your guardians, whoever's around you most right now. There's powerful guardian energy here. You definitely have a lot of support here. You and this masculine, as I say, where you could have both spiritual and physical ancestors of royalty. And I say that because a lot of people I work with, they have both. They've got royal blood, but also they have spiritual royalty, where they've been given a lot of autonomy in the spirit world and things like that. So you definitely have some sort of powerful guardians here who's resurrecting this bond. Yeah, surrender in the bottom. Surrender has to happen. It's the most important stage of your twin flame healing journey. You have to surrender the connection because you cannot control. You cannot control it. Intimacy. So there's something here about you and this masculine. Even if you haven't been intimate together yet, there's something about you and this masculine's intimacy that's going to be very significant. And I was picking up a bit on that last night as well. It's almost like your reunion, your intimate moment of being, when you're both fully awakened here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Liberation and love. There's something about you and this masculine being intimate that's going to free other people. It's going to somehow I'm just trying to think of the right word to describe what I'm feeling here. It's like you guys are going to unlock, as I say, you're something about putting other people in the path to redemption back onto their path here. It's like you're going to bring a lot of people redemption for their past. Maybe people who are seeking release from the pain of their past mistakes or something. I feel you guys are going to be doing that. You're going to be helping people to release and forgive themselves here for something. And the love card. Something about you guys' love here. Now this love card in this deck is all about a renewed relationship as well. And so is the resurrection card. This is about something, a renewed connection, a love coming back around, the eternal embrace. This is a very powerful eternal bond here that is somehow you guys have faced a lot of adversity, a lot of enemies. Something has been brought forward, something has been illuminated. The truth has been, your masculine now sees the truth. They see the truth. That's why I was getting this masculine remembering all the past lives here. There's a huge transformation taking place right now. Right now. Look, there's some sort of death and rebirth. It's so strange, right? That I've had this word judgment on my mind a lot yesterday and today. I'm about to record a message from Athena on my other channel, Cosmic Coalesce, and I'm also got a healing light code session that I'll be doing as well. But the word judgment, there's something here. You and this masculine may have been judges as well. You could have been leaders, but you could have been like judges. You could have, like God could have given you guys the autonomy here to judge people and redeem people, giving you some sort of autonomy here to make decisions. Because that's kind of what Athena was given, that kind of, I'll wait till the message, I record the message, but yes, Athena was given that kind of power. And there's been a lot of misconceptions about Athena, which a lot of stories as well about her, but really she's a very, she was a very benevolent energy, guardian angel. That's what I feel. There's actually there's a powerful guardian around you and this person. Decisions, something needs to be, I say, I get the energy of judgment, decision makers, God and little children. So it's so strange because I was just talking about my childhood and what led me to God as a child, and I'm feeling that here. You guys have definitely had some sort of strong connection to God since you were children. So whoever I'm picking up on here, you have definitely had something, you answered the call as a child, and the real you in the bottom. But this is probably you only just truly stepping out of the shadows here to be the real you. Give me one more here, please. The Prophet and past lives. So in past lives, you were some sort of, I think I just saw 40 something, I repeated number anyway. Look, prophet in past lives. There's something about you here. You were some sort of prophet, or your masculine was some sort of prophet in past lives. Yeah. You have a really strong intuition. You have prophetic ability here. You can see, I mean, we got the shaman energy, so you're a seer. You can go into different realms, different dimensions. You could understand the physicality of the sacred geometry and understand, you know, what that actually means. There's something, yeah, especially if you're working with Archangel Metatron. I just split the deck on miracles. So I'm picking up on here someone who could have been a rabbi during biblical times, prophet. You were given autonomy by God to make decisions. radical acceptance. So definitely being surrender and acceptance of the situation here has pushed you in this masculine into this energy of about to move into union of some kind, into, so let me see. We'll see what wants to come out of my, I think I'll give them side by side shuffle first. So 6 of Swords, Eros. No, not Eros. Eos. I'm going to put on my glasses so I don't read the names wrongly. I was going to say Eros, that's to do with love. Let's see. So yeah, I can just see the time clearly now. Oh, that song I was hearing lately, so that could resonate for someone. I kept on hearing, I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. So someone can see clearly now into past lives and into this lifetime. So let me see, give me just a few overall energy from the Tower. I'm going to pull some Lemurian meshes. So this message, if you resonate with blue roses, specifically blue roses, I don't know why, because that's just what I'm seeing strong. So 9 of Coins, Plutus. So this is definitely about in that wealthy life of luxury energy. Being able to live a very indulgent life. Very satisfying in all you do, you know, like eating nice food, having nice surroundings, very plush lifestyle. 8 of Coins, Chiron. So obviously Chiron is a centaur who was very highly respected by everyone because of the effort he put in, the hard work he put into helping people, into being there, being a stand-up guy for everyone. Stand-up guy, like so casual. He was just a stand-up guy. Just a stand-up guy, everyone liked him. So I'm just going to say it so casually, it's so funny. But yes, this tells me this masculine is working hard on himself to be that stand-up guy for you. So it said 5 of Cups, 5 of Cups, Penia. Now I don't know much about Penia, but I do know 5 of Cups is about feeling like you have lost something, grieving the loss of something, deep regret and sorrow for the past. And there's definitely something ashamed. This masculine remembering past lives now, and they could have repeated the same mistake in this lifetime, so they could have fallen for the same karmic trap they've fallen for in other lifetimes, and they're ashamed. The Lovers, Aphrodite. You could be Aphrodite. You could have connections because you did get God and Goddess energy. And obviously Aphrodite and Venus hold a lot of symbolism for the rose as well. Venus, definitely white roses. And then it said that, you know, the reason why white roses, they had a variant of red roses, is because Venus, when she was running to save, who was it now that was her? Adonis. She was running to save Adonis before he was murdered, before he was tragically killed, and she was captured. And she got all tangled up in thorns, the thorns of the roses, and because her blood poured out onto the white rose bush. So they say that's where red roses could have originated from. But Aphrodite also has a lot of connections to white roses. So, but I'm definitely getting blue rose, which has really a strong connection to the Ascended Masters and things. Okay. And Lemuria as well. Blue roses were very special to the Lemurians. Ace of Coins, Alos, Ace of Coins. So this is a blessing. This is a new beginning. This is the start of something that's going to be very fruitful. This is like, you know, harvest season. So you and this person are definitely going to be coming into something beautiful here. The Three of Swords, Eros. So I mixed up Eros on that card, but this is Eros on this card. So obviously Eros was heartbroken over, who was Eros's lover? I'm just trying to remember. She became a goddess named herself. I can't remember. It'll come back to me. But yeah, Eros, he was heartbroken over his own lady love. But luckily that all came good in the end, didn't it? She worked hard and completed all her trials to become his other half. But there's definitely an energy here of sadness and loss of a love. So there's something here coming through very, very loudly about past lives. You guys were pulled apart, and I think your masculine fell for the same trap again this lifetime, and he definitely feels guilt and shame for that. The Emperor, yes, this. Your Emperor, and I was feeling that, and the Seven of Wands, Soteria. I don't know enough about her to understand what the Seven of Wands is for her, but yeah, the Seven of Wands is definitely about standing your ground. And I do feel like this masculine is getting ready to definitely step up and protect this connection more. But more than anything, actually stand up for what he believes in now. Okay. So give me one more here. Give me one more. Actually, I'm going to read up more about these because I want to definitely get to know more about, because I know a lot about a lot of them, but not every single one of them. So Selena, the moon. So I do know about Selena. She is a moon goddess. So there's definitely something here about emotions, something being revealed, strong divine feminine energy. But definitely something about this moon could be significant. And Nyx, then the goddess of the night sky here as well, with the star coming through. So something strong about the stars, star seeds, emotions, something about to be revealed during this moon phase. Eight of Cups, Charon. So there's something about this masculine now understanding the reason why things never worked out before. They're understanding the reason why everything happened the way it did, why there had to be this separation. Queen of Cups, Phoebe. They're understanding why you took your love and walked away. They're understanding why this never worked out in the past, because they were, and I do feel trapped, ensnared in something. And we kept on getting that energy from past lives as well. So the Four of Coins, Ephron. So there was somebody here definitely keeping this masculine from an energy of missing opportunities return to you, missing opportunities to reunite with you. I know I said one more, but they just keep on coming out. Okay, so this is messages coming in. Completion, the Chariot with Apollo here. Obviously Apollo is a divine messenger, and the High Priestess on the bottom. Persephone here, and this is spring energy. So there's something definitely about to happen here very, very soon during this moon period, and I'm just looking at the roses here on Persephone's card. I used to always love calling her Persephone because that was my name as a child for her. She didn't have the little accent over the E, to be fair, so that's why I just don't think I will argue with Google on that one. But there's something here about the springtime. This masculine has made some sort of decision. Yeah, look, the full pan energy. He's made some sort of decision here. Going to split the deck. The Empress, Hera. And we've got the Emperor here with Zeus. So Zeus and Hera coming through in this. So you and this masculine have definitely been goddess energy. Something to do with roses, blue roses specifically, but also white roses. Or red roses actually. It could be red roses. Just roses in general. So the Devil card, and so Hades and Selene when I split the deck here. So there's definitely been something, some sort of illusions over this connection. Now, as I say, if it's not been in this lifetime this happened, because I have to say, like, if there was a hex, a curse, a spell put on you or your masculines, you or your masculine over your soul in a past life, the only way to break that is returning to unconditional love, is returning to the Christ consciousness and returning to oneness with God and ascending. That's the only way to break any kind of hex or curse. And I feel that someone has done this. I'm already over there. And this came out, so I can never say this one right. Zephyros, the Knight of Coins. So there is an offer coming through here from this masculine. So there is an offer on the way to you. It's a new beginning. Yeah, Page of Coins. There's a new beginning here. There's a fresh start. Let's do this. Let's start off rebuilding this connection. I really need to stop saying my... This is going to be a shorter video because it never ever is. I don't even think I said it this time around, but let's see. Give me, can I get some not past life energy, can I get some Lemurian messages please to close out this reading? Yeah. Okay. Solar plexus chakra, manifestations, ancient future. Yeah, this is definitely, you guys are ancient souls, but there's something here coming in, a renewal. It's like yeah, full spectrum. Something has went full spectrum here. Something here has come. This is like Back to the Future. This is like Back to the Future here. It's almost like yeah, it's like a full circle moment. It's like a Back to the Future moment. You guys are like almost like when I was talking about earlier about how time's standing still, this is almost like you guys are going to recreate something from time here, where you guys were supposed to be powerful leaders taking on some sort of role here for humanity, and something got in the way of that. The solar plexus chakra is all about taking back your personal power and stuff. So let's see what's going on. So this masculines are definitely taking back their power. Personal power, independence, self-discipline, confidence, assertiveness, decision-making, beliefs, intellectual ability, expression of will, and bringing ideas into reality. Oh yeah, the masculines are definitely on back online here. Definitely coming back online here. What's this one? Powerful manifestors. So it says manifestations, sowing the seeds of your dreams, creating your reality, trusting what you desire is already happening for you now, magic making, pollinating your wishes, as above, so below. So the masculines are definitely stepping into that powerful alchemy energy. I've just realised I've put my cards in, that's why I moved. I'm putting them in upside down. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that one goes that way, that one goes that way. My OCD. So what was the next card? Our ancient future. Oh, let's see. So it says wisdom from the indigenous people. Yes, see? Ancestors holding the keys for the future. And didn't I say something about the key? Something about your love was the key to the future. Ancient remembering your bloodline, how the past affects your future, a time to step up, timeless power, symbols, acceleration for powerful shifts. Exactly, this is what I've been saying. I just love how they just love how the cards always back me up. But this is a back to the future moment. You guys are, something about you guys' union is key to the future. That's it. Something blocked this in a past life, some sort of tragic event blocked this in a past life, and now it's back to the future because it's come full circle moment, full spectrum moment. So let's see, full spectrum. I cannot believe how these cards are just solidifying what I was feeling. So, oh no, that's not the right one. I was like, that's not the right one. Distracted there for a moment. Okay. Creating heaven on earth. Oops. Creating heaven on earth by honouring the perfection of nature's cycles, going beyond the judgment of good and bad, the merging of duality, new nature, earth wisdom, connecting to ancestors, shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is in the whisperings of the land, honouring the full spectrum of life. So going beyond the judgment of good and bad, the merging of dualities, new nature, earth wisdom, connecting to your ancestors. So you guys are definitely have come full circle here. It's just absolutely amazing what's happening here with you guys, and I just feel there's something about when you guys return to each other here, heavily protected connection as well. Yeah, definitely. Communication, co-creation. So let's see what this one says. Non-verbal communication, your love language, strong telepathy, unique ways of communication with each other, light language and multidimensional information, community, consciousness, relationships, meeting your higher self, really seeing someone deeper for the first time, and a deeper listening of your wisdom and knowledge. So that is absolutely amazing. And you know, I cannot, and it's 911 on my phone. So justice, remember we've got Archangel Raguel, and something about justice. 911 is Archangel Michael's number of justice as well. So definitely justice for you guys for a past life here. So I'm excited to see who this resonates with, and this has been a really long message, but hey, never mind. Some people like the long ones, so if you enjoy it, fine. If not, that's cool too. But anyway, I send you all so much love as always. All the details you need from me are below in the description box below this video, and where you can buy Otter Spirit jewellery, my favourite jewellery. I won't wear any other jewellery now. Otter Spirit are truly phenomenal and I love them. So details of them are below, and also where you can get a discount as well. And yeah, that's, just check out underneath if you feel called to. So sending you blessings to you, your home, your family and your pets, and God bless your unions come in very soon in the 3D. So let's close out in prayer. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for this time we've spent together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste. Bye.